Products don't make money. Product ecosystems make money.
So you talk a fair bit about an ascending transaction model. Can you just tell me a bit more about that?
Essentially, an ascending transaction model, we call it an ATM because it's where you get the cash from in your business. And it's essentially a model for structuring your product ecosystem. One of the big mistakes that we find business owners make is they only end up with one product or service. So they're a business consultant that does business consulting, or they're a plumber that does plumbing. You can see how it's going up in stages. One layer of the ascending transaction model is designed to generate leads. One is to generate hot leads. One is to generate revenue and deliver a complete and remarkable solution to a customer. One is designed to generate recurring profit, which provides ongoing servicing and support for a customer. If you imagine this, let's say you're selling something for $10,000 at 50% profit margin. So for everything you sell, you get $5,000 worth of profit, right? That's a pretty damn good profit margin, good business model. You can live on that. Sell a couple of them a week, you're doing good. But let's say it took 50 hours of your time to sell it, right? Well, all of a sudden, what could be a really profitable product is not profitable at all if you factor in your time to sell that thing. Now, that's just one way in which an individual product that could be profitable on its own becomes unprofitable when you look at all the things required to be able to make it work. And so the insight here is that products on their own don't make money. Product ecosystems make money. So if you think of our product ecosystem as an example, it's built on a series of increasing, ascending transactions that people can engage in. So people can watch our video content for free. It's a gift. They can listen to my podcast for free. It's a gift. They can look at all the articles on LinkedIn or Instagram as a gift, and they can go down those rabbit holes and get a whole bunch of insights for free. So we like to think that those insights are valuable. There's some value in those. There's years of experience in those. So there's value there, but there's zero barrier to access. There's zero commitment from our audience to begin consuming those. We don't ask for money. We don't ask for their name or email or anything like that. They can just engage. So that would be called the gift layer of the ascending transaction model. The second layer would be called products for prospects. Product for prospects requires a slightly higher commitment from the prospect or for the audience, but still offers a lot of value, and even more value than gifts. So, this might be our book, the Key Person of Influence book, or the oversubscribed book, the 24 Assets book. It might be the Key Person of Influence scorecard that people can do. Now, we don't charge for the Key Person of Influence scorecard, but people do give us their name, email, phone number, etc., so they can use that diagnostic benchmarking tool. Even though we're not getting paid for it, we don't call it a gift because there's an exchange of data, there's an exchange of information, and that's fair exchange. You get information for information. So we would call that a product for prospects. Now, the idea of the first layer is to generate interest, attention, and leads, essentially. The objective of the second layer is to build a lot deeper trust through, by the time people have finished reading the books, listening, or the podcast being the first one, going through the digital scorecard, or coming along to one of the workshops that I run, that starts to build a lot of trust in a very leveraged and efficient way. So all of a sudden, we start getting a whole bunch of inbound leads of small business owners, not just around Australia, but throughout Asia Pacific, that are showing up, having consumed a bunch of that information, what we would call pre-sold. Now, they're not running around with their wallets out going, hey, take my money, but they get what we're about, they get what we're up to, and likely they already understand why we're quite different to a lot of other options out there. Then there's your core business. So our core business is our 12-month accelerator program. And then there's product for customers, which is our Better Every Quarter training program. So that's our business model. And now any single business can develop an ecosystem of this nature. We've worked with plumbers and architects and interior designers and engineers, you name it. When people move from this idea of having a single product or service to realizing that they need an ecosystem of influence, products don't make money, product ecosystems make money. And when they start to realize, I need to develop not my time to generate more leads or more sales, I need to develop assets and products that are going to generate more leads and sales. Oh, my business isn't profitable just doing what I do. I might be doing $1 million in revenue, but there's no profit in it. It doesn't mean you run around selling more, because you'll just scale inefficiency. The idea is, well, what would be the product I could sell those existing customers that would generate the profit? The final thing I'll kind of say on this is, no one's ever filled a glass of orange juice up by squeezing just one orange. And that's what I think a lot of small business owners are doing. That they're trying to get too much juice out of a single squeeze, as in they're trying to get all their revenue and all their profit out of a single product. The way to fill a glass of OJ is to have a whole fruit bowl of oranges. And in that way, it's having an entire ecosystem of products. One delivers leads, one delivers hot leads, one delivers revenue, and one delivers profit. And if you build all those into what we call the ascending transaction model, you'll find yourself with a business that doesn't require you to do the sales, the marketing, the operations, or the delivery. And usually for the first time in many business owners' lives, they can actually work on the business, not in the business. And you cannot do that without an ascending transaction model.